Welcome back. Shocking details of alleged sexual assault emerged against a pastor accused of sexually grooming dozens of young men. The Palm Ridge Magistrate's Court in Gauteng heard voice notes and text messages from some of the alleged victims implicating Benjamin Dingiso in the crimes. This after a whistleblower and a former church member testified today. Our reporter Manqoba Mchunu is following the story for us. He joins us now live. So, disturbing details emerging in court today. Tell us more.
Well, certainly, Shahan, we did hear some shocking details emerging in court today as Zelda Mahlangu took the stand. Of course, she was subpoenaed by the court in the last appearance. You recall that in the last sitting, in fact, it was final arguments in this bail application, but then the magistrate making a call for Zelda Mahlangu to actually appear before court to clarify some matters before the court could reach its conclusion. And what we heard today from Zelda Mahlangu, she's testified about a day on the 9th of December last year where she had a meeting with the pastor at the church. She says that she had arrived early for this meeting and in fact to catch the pastor red-handed with one of the minors at the church at the time in his office. She says that the office door was not quite closed, and when she approached it, she then tried to push the door to say, "I'm here, I've arrived for the meeting." That's when the pastor then pushed back the door and had instructed her to go inside the church and wait for him there. She says that she was quite curious about what was happening inside that particular office, and then after a few minutes she saw the young man coming out of that room. She says that she tried to inquire with him because she had suspicions at that time about what was going on. But at a later stage, I think it was a week after that, the boy then confessed to her, telling that in fact the pastor at that particular point was molesting him and that this has been going on for quite some time. He said that there were many other young men in the church that were also being molested by the pastor. But she also went on to reveal some of the WhatsApp messages, including voice notes that she had received from some of these victims where they had been conversing with the pastor. In fact, one of them was raising the issue that he was quite uncomfortable having to touch the pastor's private parts. He says that he still wants to continue to be part of the church, but he simply is not comfortable with the fact that every time during the massages he has to then fondle with the pastor's private parts. And you recall that we've heard from previous witnesses who've told us that how this really unfolded is that the pastor would ask for massages, and then after that he'll proceed to kiss some of these victims, and then following that, that's when those sexual assaults will then take place. So we did hear quite a lot of text messages between the pastor and the victims implicating him in this particular crime, and Zelda Mahlangu saying that she believes that the pastor is guilty of the crimes that he's been accused of.
Yeah, but the pastor is, of course, denying all of this. He's actually accusing Zelda Mahlangu of trying to steal his church. What's she saying about those allegations?
Indeed, Shahan, in fact, there were 3 allegations that were made by Pastor Dingiso. So, in fact, the first one was that the reason why this case has come to court is simply because he's blaming Zelda Mahlangu, who is a former church member, for fabricating some of these allegations, saying that Zelda Mahlangu had intentions to steal his church. She wants to defame him, but also he had also alluded to the fact that Zelda Mahlangu, in fact, had made sexual advances towards him, and when he rejected those sexual advances, this is where then Zelda Mahlangu then met up with some of those former church members to come up with these allegations. So she's denied those allegations, Shahan. She says that it's simply untrue that she wants to start or she wants to steal the church, and that she really is not at all, trying to defame the pastor in this matter. These are actual people that are there. These are actual victims that have come before court and that are seeking justice in this matter. But take a listen to what she had to say.
The said Zelda has also tried on numerous occasions to pursue a love relationship with me, which I declined, and led her to being hostile towards me.
It's a lie, sir. I'm a mother of 2. A mother of a 21-year-old and a mother of a 16-year-old. I am a married woman who my husband is, I will not mention his name. I can even call him now. It's a lie, sir.
Now, it's been, 2 months since this bail hearing actually started. Are we any closer to getting a verdict?
Well, Shahan, your guess is as good as mine. In fact, the magistrate himself saying that this is the longest bail application that he's ever had to sit on. It started in January and it's still going on, Shahan. And we do expect, of course, next time that the cross-examination of Zelda Masango will continue. She will be cross-examined, of course, by the defense, who will be asking about some of the testimony that she gave in court today. And the judge indicating, or the magistrate rather, indicating that he could well give his judgment after that. But I guess we'll have to wait and see if that will happen, given that the defense still has a long way to go when it comes to cross-examination.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Our reporter Manqoba Mchunu.